Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, we're back with you folks on this Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing good out there. I was hoping to start off with a fun story, but no, I can't do it because Harry Vaughn is just, I mean, you can't give credit where credit due. He's just like, oh, Trump is bad. Orange man bad. I mean, he kicked Mexico and Canada are lining up. The stars are lining up. The tariffs are off for a while. We'll see what happens with that. And I guess Pat Malone's going to say, oh, I'm with Harry. No, he's not.
Well, if you're gonna speak for me, then you probably don't need me to talk.
Okay, don't talk. What do you think?
Right.
You think we're doing good, or do you think Trump's doing good or not doing good? Come on, let's hear it.
I think what happened was probably good. I think anytime that countries are talking and negotiating, and there's some give and take, I think it's fine.
How do we get there?
Yeah.
What brought them to the table, Pat?
Yeah. No question.
But I thought they were bad. I thought tariffs were bad.
I still think tariffs, excessive tariffs, are bad. Yeah, right. I do. But the threat of imposing them are what brought people to the table.
Yeah.
But that's what everybody was saying. But what other weapon would you use if you were in his position? You don't have anything else. You have that power, and that's what you have to bring them to the negotiating table. And he's going to use it. If that's all he has, he's going to use it.
Yeah, and how many times does that work?
Well, it's so far so good. That's what I'm saying.
I think he's doing pretty well right now. I think
he's 2 for 2, and maybe 3 for 3. At least apparently he's going to talk to the Chinese.
So now, if we were in a ball game right now, would that be good? Would that be good statistics?
Yeah, that would be good. But it's like the first inning.
Yeah. Well, we're just getting started, man.
But Harry said on the way out, he said that Trump caved. That's what he said. I said, he's doing pretty good. I said, well, Trump,
if you want to talk to Harry about Harry's position.
I'm not asking.
We tried to get him to stay on, but he wouldn't. Yeah,
saying.
We tried to get him to stay on, but he wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, Harry's a little depressed.
Yeah, he's a little depressed.
It's TDS, man. It's TDS.
Why can't you just give credit where credit's due? I mean, if he's doing good, give him credit. I mean, I would have, if Biden would have done anything good, I guess I would have given, and I've got some credit to give Biden. Okay. Well, we'll get to the.
Well, I can only imagine what credit is coming out here.
President Biden has signed a major Hollywood agency deal. He is signed on with a major Hollywood creative artist agency, ACC or CAA. Yeah. So he is going to be an actor now, and I'm just speculating on this, but I think you're either going to bring back The Walking Dead or Weekend at Bernie's, and I just think that's great that we finally get to have. I love Weekend at Bernie's, and who would be better to play Bernie than
CAA is not limited to actors; they represent book authors.
Oh, book authors? So we're not going to get a movie. We're not going to get a movie.
You're not going to get a movie.
Oh, man. I just want to say I love Weekend at Bernie's. You ever watch Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he be great for that? Or The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
The Walking Dead? How about To Catch a Predator? That would be awesome. I got all kinds of them. What do you think, man? Yeah, you ain't in on this at all.
It's fine, Stephen. I mean, somebody's going to write this. Ghostwriter's going to write a book, and he's going to get paid a lot of money for the rights to the book.
He'll be doing ice cream commercials. Just wait and see. He'll be doing ice cream commercials.
No, I don't think he can.
Yeah, he will too.
Enough to do the commercial.
And maybe adult depends. He could probably do that commercial. I'm just thinking. I mean, he's still got
one of like the visiting angels thing.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
You done got that one. Yeah. What do you think?
Okay.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Help! Yeah. You know what, Stephen?
What?
One day you too will be old and feeble.
I hope, man. I hope I make it and somebody don't take me out between now and then. Because we've got them.
No, you're nasty enough. You'll stay around.
You'll we got some more comments up there. Package.
Yeah, man. We got Drew Vogel listening to us. Morning, gentlemen. We got Kim Dwyer. Morning to you. Mike Whittemore, Georgia Mountain Gradings, listening to us. Kim Dwyer, 8 a.m. could not get here fast enough.
That's all we got.
And then
Why-
Rebel Boy,
Rebel Boy, put him up there. What Rebel Boy say?
thank God the real radio show is
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Harry is the biggest crybaby I know.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you, Packy's pretty close second for whining.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. You're throwing your friends under the bus now,
Yo,
right?
Nurse, man, what did I do to you?
What did I do?
The next time he says, "Hey, Packy, look that up. Google that." Will
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
supposed to be my man. He's supposed
Remember
to be
what
the
he
guy.
said.
Let's go to
Yeah, I'm your assistant.
clip
Yeah.
32. Yeah,
Just-
Drew Vogel, did we get any feedback on doing a 2-hour show?
no, we didn't do any feedback during the 2 hours.
I
No.
think we did.
We did.
Yeah, I think we did.
Drew, I can't make it on time here anyway.
Cricket's our feedback.
I'm just thinking, if you was here for 2 hours, Pat Malone, you would. I mean, by the second hour, you'd be so plastered drinking your drink that you wouldn't even be able to sit up straight. I mean, just speculating, as they say.
Just speculating.
Yeah.
No,
Rebel Boy
as you
says-
say, it's just. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I just think, can you visiting angels? I mean, we need to do that with that could be a whole. I mean, this guy's going to be a superstar. Yeah, a superstar. Anyway,
You want me to finish reading these? Or-
yeah, if you put them up there when you read them,
If
that's
you quit touching the wireless mouse over there.
well.
I
You shouldn't
can't.
have given it to me if you didn't want me.
I'm
to
with
use it.
Drew. Any news on y'all doing a 2-hour show and getting rid of Harry, the crybaby show?
We need Harry on our show. We need Harry and Pat. on.
We got a lot of good comments when Harry was on here. Nick Artis, English Nick says perhaps Sleepy Joe will be doing stand up.
There you go. Yeah. No, he can't stand up. That's the problem. He can't stand up.
And then Rebel Boy is listening to us too. Steven, I like Packy. He does a good job.
Yeah, he does a good
Thanks,
job,
man.
Yeah, he does.
I'll stop whining now
Yeah.
since I got a compliment. All right, Michael Beeman says, good morning, everybody. Brad Allman chiming in too. That's all right. We can just start out at 7 a.m. with the sports show, and then at 7:15, you guys can do an hour and 45 with a bunch of commercials and stuff, and we can really dig into topics. Come on, Brad. You're always welcome on
Yeah,
here.
we need to get him on here. Yep. So, all right, let's get to a break. What do you got pulled up over there, Packy?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, folks. We'll be back. We got a lot to talk about. I want to know about today. We want to talk about government waste. Did you get my text on that?
I
we
did.
got this. What is that? What is that bunch? They just got all upset. Act now or Act USA aid or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And everybody's whining about that, and then come to find out there's a lot of wasteful spending in that. But what else is there? There's more
What a
government
surprise. It's waste in USAID.
waste.
What a
Waste.
surprise.
Waste. What are agencies? So y'all out there listening, man, Google your Google and let's see what we can come up with on some government waste. We need to talk about that. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there on this Tuesday morning. We're stirring up trouble as hard as we can go. And while you're out there, if you don't care, give us a subscribe on our channel. We've actually gained a few, which is good. So we're almost at 9 or 10 now, so that's pretty good. Pat, are you all right? You look concerned, man. You just got
I am concerned.
What are you worried about?
Well, what's going to be left after we wreck everything?
Oh, we're back in charge now, man. They wrecked everything. We back in charge.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll never forget. And y'all can remember this maybe, but I remember when Biden got elected and everybody was going and they were saying the grown-ups are back in the office. The grown-ups. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And I thought, okay, let's go with it. Let's see what we can do. And they totally wrecked the country. I honestly, in my heart and soul, believe that. They give our country away. We were the laughing stock. We were before, and I'm gonna go back to when we were at Jimmy Carter. They just pushed us around right and left. But when
Yeah,
they
I
said-
mean, we've been the laughing stock before.
yes, we have.
Yeah.
I don't feel
So
like
I don't know that Biden did anything that Jimmy Carter didn't do and that Barack Obama didn't do. I mean, come on.
I think Brock. They say Brock and his old lady's fighting now, or old man, or whatever he is. They say that
Geez, I
they're-
thought we were talking about government.
Well, I
waste.
just you didn't hit that. You know how my mind works. I just
Yeah,
go.
I mentioned a name and he go
Yeah.
off tangentially
Bam,
for
I'm
20
gone,
minutes.
man.
It's like when we go to break. We need to take a break, but before
Allegedly,
we do, I got a
he's
diatribe
having-
here that I got to give you.
allegedly he's fooling around. Allegedly he's fooling around with Jennifer Aniston, and I'm like, man,
My
come on.
estimation of Jennifer Aniston just went down. If that's
Oh
true,
man, I'm like, Golly, is it that bad out there?
come on, buddy. You need a date. I got other ideas, that rather than Barack.
Oh man. Hey, okay. Anyway, we got all these departments, and that's the thing about it. Okay, you got this one that we just talked about, the one they just, what is it called again? I keep slipping.
USAID.
And they're finding out, man, all kinds of stuff they're spending money.
Stephen, this has been one of the areas that people have looked at for years when they talk about cutting out waste.
Well, why have they not
USAID has
done
been
anything
the
about it?
hotbed of it.
Why have they not done anything about it?
I don't know, because you're talking about different administrations have gone, and just overlooked it.
They got like Sesame Street or something, and they had paid like thousands of dollars to have Sesame Street or something in one of the counties or one of the countries.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, you go through the list. There's all kinds of stuff in there that, and now there is a portion of it that is good, where it's humanitarian aid,
Right,
to help people who are starving.
well, now are they not putting the
But
halt on this
there's
thing
corruption in that to get it there.
Right.
It costs about 3 times what it should be to get it there.
Okay, so now is he actually? I mean, he's not necessarily shutting the thing down. They're going to do an audit, the way I understand, and check out see where our money's going. I pulled it up right now. $20 million for Sesame Street in Iraq.
Yeah.
$56 million to boost tourism in Egypt.
Think about this for a minute.
How
big is Sesame Street in Iraq?
It's $20 million worth of my money.
No. I mean, are they addicted to Sesame Street? Is that why we're using it to sell our ideas? I mean, you wouldn't like bring in the guys that shout from the minuets, the mosques at prayer time. You wouldn't bring those into the United States to convince us to do something, right?
Well,
so why would we bring Sesame Street into Iraq?
I have no idea, but if you're going to try to persuade them to be cool like Americans, you need to do something besides Sesame Street. You need to do, like, I don't know, Smokey and the Bandit. That would be something you get behind. I mean, you get a bunch of folks behind Smokey and the Bandit.
No, what a surprise.
I'm just saying.
Smokey, there you go.
If you're in Iraq,
you're so predictable, Stephen.
Yeah, I need to
Smokey and the Bandit, and I'm just saying.
I'd be okay with $20 million to spend for seeing Smokey and the Bandit in Iraq. I could probably live with that.
Yeah.
Would you? I mean, right?
Think about this for a minute. When the United States government does a program,
right,
and 5 years down the road they do an audit of the program,
mm-hmm.
they always find about 20% of waste and fraud.
I think there's more than 20%.
Oh, I do too. I think
what is 56 million to boost tourism in Egypt? Why do we even care if they got tourism in Egypt? What are we trying to persuade the Egyptians to do?
To keep the Egyptians happy with us.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You don't want them coming over here and walking like an Egyptian, do you?
I love that song. Walk like an Egyptian. Oh, 40 million to build schools in Jordan. 11 million to tell Vietnam to stop burning trash. There you go. 11 million. Hey, y'all need to stop burning trash. I can do that less than I just say, hey, y'all need to stop burning trash. Get one of them guys from Iraq to go over there and do that. Y'all need to stop burning trash.
USAID is essentially a bribe.
Yeah, pretty much.
In its lowest form, it is a bribe to get somebody to do something that we think they ought to do. How arrogant is that?
I think it's better if we put tariffs on them. It seems like it works better. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think
put that in your pipe and smoke it, Pat.
I think we would probably be better off if we did something like, I don't know, America First.
Hey, that's where we're at now.
Concentrate on what we need to do in this country instead of trying to tell other countries what they need to do.
Well, that's where we're at now. America first. Yep. Are we not in America first?
Are we what?
We're at America first now.
Well, that was the slogan.
Yeah. Oh, so you don't think we're America first? You don't see all of it? I mean, you don't think Trump and all the people in charge right now?
I think it's a good start.
The
Come
Panama
on,
Canal starting on us?
remember where I was. I don't agree with everything he's done or said, but I hope he succeeds because a lot of his ideas are good ideas. A lot of the end up, the destination, the goal is a good goal.
We got Department of State. What is the Department of State?
That one needs to stay.
Department of Defense.
That one needs to stay. Both of those are constitutionally mandated.
Here's one you come up with that y'all were talking about earlier, the Homeland Security, and that's not been in long.
That needs to go. That was really set up to be a clearinghouse for intelligence information so that we didn't have a breakdown like we had on 9/11.
Well,
And it's grown into this monstrosity that can't get out of their own way. They got Homeland Security people at the Atlanta airport carrying guns trying to carry guns on the planes.
Well, they also weaponized it, did they not, to actually spy on their own people, on us, Americans?
Yeah, well, in the name of national security, yeah.
Yeah, anybody that voted for Trump pretty much was on the target list, right?
No, I don't know about that.
Oh, come on, Pat. You know good and well.
You are fine. You're in the middle of the road, and then all of a sudden you're off in the ditch.
I pay taxes on both sides of the road and the ditch. So just lay with it. Yeah. Department of Health and Human Services. What exactly is that?
Oh,
that's where RFK is coming in, right? He's going to get rid of it. Yeah. And what are they? They're funded by the people that's actually trying to get their health and their human services approved.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that.
So you think they should go?
I think they should go.
And RFK should go with them.
And what?
RFK should go with them. Then we don't need RFK.
We need a new department of RFK, maybe something like that. Because I mean, this bunch has lied to us. I mean, they're using all this stuff that they that in America that they don't use, that's outlawed in overseas in different countries because it's deadly and dangerous. But we're still spending the money on this stuff. Why is that? Money. That's why, right?
Because generally we lead. We don't follow what other countries are doing.
Well, we ain't leading too good with this nonsense. You ask me. How about
so you want us to abolish the stuff that all the other countries have abolished?
I don't care what the other countries do. You know, I don't care what they do.
You're just using them as an example to get away with the health and human services.
You know, I've been involved in stuff, and I'm like, and I come up with a pretty good idea, and they're like, well, that's a great idea, but let's wait and see if somebody else does it and see how it works out. I'm like, look, man. Lead, follow, or get the heck out of the way. I mean, some of this stuff just common sense stuff, I think, and they're like, oh no, we don't want to change. We don't like change. We don't like change. That's like my idea. And I think it's a great idea. You probably think I'm crazy, but I think your liability insurance should go on your driver's license. Does that not seem fine to you? I mean, that would save you thousands of dollars as far as car insurance. So if your driver's license, when you get your driver's license, you get liability insurance that covers your license, and any car that you drive is covered with liability only insurance. You with me?
It wouldn't save you thousands of dollars because your liability insurance would not be at the same rate it is today.
Okay, it would, because I own
more. No, it wouldn't, because you'd have multiple liabilities.
I've got one car. I've got more than one car. So any car that I'm driving will be covered with liability insurance.
Yeah, but right now you got liability insurance on each of your cars, right?
Right.
So if you do away with that,
right,
with the premise that you're going to save money on that, they're going to raise your liability rates to cover your 4 cars.
No, they're not.
That you might drive.
I don't mind paying a little more. I don't mind. And then everybody that's got a driver's license, everybody that's got a driver's license will be covered.
Insurance works on a mathematical formula.
Right.
If you change one number, some other number has to change to balance it.
Well, I know. Okay, so what would be wrong with having liability insurance on your driver's license?
There's nothing wrong with it, except you think you're going to save money with it.
I will, because, I mean, if you got 25 cars, you got every one of them insured.
Yeah, I know.
But this way, if I borrow your car and I wreck it, then my insurance is going to cover it because I got liability insurance on my driver's license. Anything I set in is covered.
But your liability insurance premium is going to go up to compensate for the 24 cars that are no longer covered.
Yeah, no, it's not that much. I think if you put the pen to the paper, I think you'd find out you'd save money.
I think what Pat's saying is the insurance companies are going to make their money in one way or another.
Well, you're right.
Yeah,
about that, but I mean,
exactly.
But
Yeah.
what you're saying does make sense. There's no
absolutely
reason why
makes
it wouldn't.
sense. Department of Education. I know you're all about that. You like Department of
Get
Education.
rid of that.
Are you serious?
But why
Get-
that one and not the rest of them, Pat? That's what I don't understand. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, we can have common ground on that, but I don't know
When
why.
was the Department of Education founded?
79, wasn't it?
Yes, I thought it was 73, but in the 70s.
Right.
What has it done for us other than put another layer of bureaucracy
Oh, we
in
got
the
all
education
I tell you,
system?
it took
And
God
quite
out of the
frankly,
schools.
all of our education scores have gone down since we established the
But if
Department of
you applied
Education.
that same standard to every other government agency and what it has supposedly done
Absolutely.
or helped, you're going to find that the standards have been lowered. We've lost money. It's wrecked everything. So I'm with them, man. Get rid of all this stuff.
Yeah. How
So
about
you want to get rid of Department of Defense?
I don't think we're trying to do that, are we? Is he
Well,
trying to get
wait
rid
a
of the
minute. You said get rid of everything.
well, let's get rid of the defense. We can come up with something else.
But isn't that more like that's more of a constitutional thing, though, isn't it?
It is a constitutional thing. You can't get rid of that. That in the Department of State.
Okay, but they're not trying to get rid of those things.
He's not saying everything, man. He's just saying it's wasteful spending, like
I'm
Department of
saying
Education.
everything that they're trying to get rid of right now.
Environmental Protection Agency, I think that needs to go. They got more power than they need. They know.
Hang on, you said you're scared that they're gonna what's gonna be left. Well, what's going to be left, to answer your question, hopefully, is what they're going to do is leave what's constitutionally required and
There
get
you
rid of
go.
the rest of the crap. I mean, isn't that kind of what they're doing?
No, I think they're in large degree ignoring the Constitution, but that's just me.
Maybe they're going to change it just a little bit where we don't have all this bureaucracy.
They don't have the power to change the Constitution.
What's
So how do we get-
how?
If you
Hang
want
on.
to change it, there's a procedure to
You're gonna
change it.
Say that they're going around the Constitution, or what? The how? You have to have something to back that up.
Well, let's go with this, Packy. How about let's change the things that's not constitutional, like the Department of Education.
No, you made a
Can we do
statement
that?
though. What is he doing that's not
But,
constitutional?
Let's do the Department of Education. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it.
How can we do that if it's a constitutional right?
It's not constitutional.
Okay, well, make up your dang mind.
Well, you open up your dang ears and
How
listen
about
to
the
what
par-
I'm
how about-
saying.
how about the EPA?
I think the EPA should be rapidly downsized.
Okay, well then, what do you not
Downsize.
what do you not want him to get rid of that he is getting rid of? I don't understand.
Department of Treasury, Department of Transportation. Where you at?
I think transportation is necessary. I think interior is necessary. I think Veterans Affairs is necessary. Defense, state,
Justice. How about Department of Justice?
justice.
Department of
Yeah.
Agriculture.
Yeah. Smaller. Again, I think a lot of these departments that are focused on like agriculture or education, specific parts of our country, if they took it and only gave block grants to the states to be dispersed as the state sees fit, we'd be
I
much
think it needs to
better
go
off.
back to the states 100%. What about Department of Housing and Urban Development?
No,
You want to keep that?
gone. No,
What do they even do?
no, it's gone.
What do they do? And
I
you
don't-
know, this Department of Transportation, I don't know, man. I kind of got mixed emotions on that. You think that needs to stay?
Well, who was it that built the interstate system?
Well, couldn't not the states work together?
Couldn't they back then? Why didn't we have an interstate system before then?
Well, because we didn't have the war. Did they not do that because of the war? Actually, the interstate system was developed because of safety, where people could escape cities in fast ways and something like that.
No.
I think I'm right. I think I'm
No,
right.
You're missing. You got two things.
You can also look at
confused.
that and see that the tanks
Interstate,
surround the cities too. You know,
Yeah.
interstates, their requirements, their specifications were done because of the war. Because Eisenhower saw what the Autobahn did for Germany,
Oh, I wish we had a
and it had nothing to do with moving people. It had to do with airplanes.
Oh, airplanes. So airplanes drive on the interstates? I did not know that.
Well,
Well,
that's the reason the specs for the interstates are so many miles of straight highway.
right. Well, you might have a point with that. Yeah, you might have a point with that. I wish we had the Autobahn. I'm gonna tell you one thing that aggravates the crap out of me, and I'll just be honest with you. We've got CDL drivers, which is commercial driver's license, and that's across the state, across the country. Everybody has to have commercial driver's license, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But then you got each state has got different regulations as far as gross weight, safety on the trucks, and they're all different all across the United States of America. Why don't they come up with one? Because I can be legal in Georgia and 2 miles across the line in North Carolina, I'm illegal in an 18-wheeler or a dump truck because the
Mhm.
laws are different. You're allowed different. Why don't they get on one playing field and say, look, y'all,
That's because of the 10th Amendment,
oh, what's the 10th Amendment? Y'all need to,
states' rights.
I know it, but the states already get together, common sense, and say, hey, let's come up with something we can all live with.
See, this is why we had a federal government, because we had 13 states to start
We
off
don't
with, and
need
they
a
couldn't
federal
get
government.
together. Do
We
you
need,
think that 50, how many, is Canada a state now?
hopefully before long.
Okay, 51 states. How many have, do you think, if 13 couldn't work together, and we needed a federal government to organize the 13 that we had originally,
Okay.
do you really think that 51 could agree on anything?
This is the way it's going to work, Pat. Okay, listen to me. Okay, let's just say I'm a governor of Georgia, and we got 40 states that get together and say, all right, we're going to do this, and we're going to figure this out where we can save everybody some money and everybody be safe all the way across the country. Then you got them other states, and they're saying, no, we're not going to do it. We got our independent. We're going to do our own federal laws as when it comes to trucking and truck drivers and stuff like that. And then I'm going to say, okay, y'all, then we're going to get with the trucking industry and we're not going to deliver to your state. We ain't going to bring any kind of anything to your state till y'all get on board. Yeah, we think it's a tariff, man.
Where do I bow down to the king?
There you go,
King
baby. I love it.
Stephen.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Which is not, it's the opposite of why people came here, because they didn't want to get away from the king.
Oh man, it makes
Yeah.
sense though. I'll be like, wait a minute, they ain't gonna bring us no more of them Hershey kisses. I don't know,
It
man.
only makes sense to you because it fits your political philosophy.
It's not. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that the laws are completely different one state and another when it comes to CDL drivers and trucks and tractor trailers and stuff like that. It's mind boggling because you can be overweight in one state and not in the next. Why would that be? That's crazy.
The laws are different for when you can
Well,
drink alcohol by
okay,
state.
here we go,
The
Pat.
laws
We've
are different
always,
for a lot of things.
we've always done it this way. Why should we change now? That's Pat's Malone's theory, right? Why should we change?
You know, I don't know why you need me on this show. I mean, you
'Cause
could tell people, continue to tell people what I say and what I believe.
Well, there's actually people out
I
there.
mean, it's not what I actually believe, but it works for you.
Oh,
I'm just going to go ahead and say that like the drinking age is nationally is 21. Okay.
Oh, it's
because
nationally.
if I was 20 years old back then, I would have found the state that would have had the lower drinking
But
age.
there is no national drinking age.
Oh, there's not.
The National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 required all states to raise their MLDA to 21.
But it's not. It may have been an act, but it's never been enforced.
Really?
What
You
state
need to-
can you buy alcohol earlier in 21?
You can buy alcohol at 18 in a number of states.
Really?
I thought I don't know, man. I think I probably would have known that.
Yeah,
at 18,
Packy's
but
like,
maybe
I wasted
not.
all
Maybe
those years.
I wasted all those years waiting for 21. We got to get into a break, man.
We got to go to a break, folks. We're going to read them comments when we come back. Packy's been laid out on us, but anyway, we're going to do that. We're going to thank, like I said, we're going to take a break. All righty, we're back with you. We've got a caller on the line. We got a trucker on the line, so I'm going to say once we get started, no cussing. No cussing. Z, good morning.
Good morning.
You want to weigh in on our trucking conversation?
Yes. I started driving over the road in 1981, and I quit a couple of years ago. But the Department of Transportation, as you say, the states changed their own laws. What's legal in this state is not legal in the other states. As a point of interest, I got a ticket in California for truck being within a half a mile of the ocean. It's a city ordinance. Well, it's not posted. You're not supposed to know. and the amount of hours you can work. They change.
Right.
Okay, if there's an emergency, trucks can haul all the weight they want to haul. They can drive all the hours they want to haul water, emergency supplies. There is nothing constant anywhere, and it's turned into a cash cow. It's no longer about safety anymore.
You're right. It's about the tickets and how much revenue they can get from the tickets, right?
It is. North Carolina used to be DOT, and they used to be, I don't know if they still are, but they used to be self-funded. So you knew if you got a ticket in California, there was no warning. They're going to find you.
Because they're self-funded. See, that don't make no sense, does it?
Well, it's money. States run out. Like I say, back in the day, we didn't have the problem with the DOT. I quit trucking because of the DOT. It got to be ridiculous. I got tickets for a flat tire. It wasn't even off the rim. I wasn't even loaded, but it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, it's low on air, so it got me a ticket. Tractor trailer, you got to have 22 lights. I had over 100. One doesn't burn. It's a ticket. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's all about money. Has very little to do about safety. Look at the people they got driving trucks nowadays. Half of them don't even speak English.
Yeah, and they have to be automatics now. They can't even drive a stick shift.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you, man, 100%, but Pat Malone seems to think it's okay, sounds like. So I'm
Well,
with
they
you.
need to come up with something for sure, because the states, unfortunately, you get to weird states and they don't want you doing certain things at certain times. There is no consistency, and you know how the law works. There is no excuse for ignorance of the law.
Right.
I told a man one time, and I said, how am I supposed to know every ordinance in every town, in every city, in every state? I said, that's ridiculous.
Well, at least they could just rename it to the Department of Tickets.
There you go. Yeah. I'm
But
with you, man, and I think that everybody needs to get on the same page. That don't even make good sense.
Well, they tried to get the old drivers out. They want these new guys because there's big money in truck driving school. When I started driving, there was no such thing as truck driving school.
Yeah, you're right. I got CDLs. Actually, I can drive anything but hazmat. I never got my hazmat license, but
so as you say, the states are different. What's legal in Georgia, you cross over to North Carolina, it's different.
Yep. Well, man, we appreciate you calling, and I appreciate you shedding a little light on the situation, because I'm Pat Malone. I'm right again.
Well, I appreciate y'all bringing up some subjects that need to be answered.
Yeah, I'm with you. We'll get on. I think Andrew Clyde's calling tomorrow. Or Friday. We'll get on him about that.
You hear
All
that?
right, well, y'all have a good day.
So-
Hey, you in Blairsville? Are you in Georgia or North Carolina?
Oh, I'm in Blairsville.
Okay. What did you go say, Pat?
You guys don't want the 10th Amendment anymore, right? The states'
I don't know
rights.
what the Fifth Amendment is, honestly. All I can tell you is the practical side of it, on how it actually works. Maybe not how it's supposed to work, but all I can tell you is how it actually works.
Right. I'm with you. How it actually
Pat,
works.
We're gonna have a convoy against you, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you got the states' rights, but that ain't no fair to give the states the right to rip you off. And here's the problem that I've got with the Department of Transportation: 90% of them know how much the tickets are when they write them. They shouldn't even know that. Why should they know that? Oh, this is going to be an $800 ticket right here, and they know that. That's not right. They should not know how much a tickets cost. And I think it goes back to self-funded. But anyway,
So you are now the conveyor of what is right and wrong, huh?
well, I got my opinion.
You've gone beyond king. Now you're the supreme being.
Well, I'm just asking. Can I have an opinion, Pat?
Yeah, you can have an opinion.
That is my opinion.
Yeah.
That is my opinion.
One of the biggest problems with the Department of Transportation, they have people in upper management and that makes the rules that never drove a truck.
There you go.
They got no experience. It's like you sending in a nanny to run the military. You don't need a nanny to run the military. You need a military man to run the military.
Well, I think we got rid of DEI, so maybe that'll change in that too.
Right.
All right, man.
You have people that don't know what they're doing, making the rules.
Hey, man, don't talk about Steven's buddy Pete Buttigieg like that, man.
He
knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah, he don't even know how to crank a truck. Yeah.
Well, I don't either.
Yeah.
So,
All right, man. We appreciate you.
thanks, Z.
Thank you. Bye.
We got comments by.
We do, man. You want to get to them now?
Yeah,
Or
put
take
them
a
up
break?
there this time, Packy. Can you
Let's
put
take
them
a
up?
break, then we're gonna read these comments. We got one more break, and it's 8:50.
Okay, we got to take a break. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back. It's been too much fun, y'all. Anyway, y'all hang around. We'll get you on the other side. All righty, we're back with you. We got comments galore up here we got to get to. Let's see if we can catch back up where we were at. There we go. All right, Pat, what we got?
All right, Rebel Boy, I'm telling all my family and friends to join the channel. Rebel Boy, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
And let's see who else we got. Good morning, Nate. Nick Artis. Pot, before you rebuild, you must demolish.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Oh, you ain't putting them up, Pat. You ain't.
I'm trying. Jay Bailey, can you put a picture of Biden up besides a picture of Pat? I think they might be related.
We can do that.
Drew Vogel, Jimmy Carter was able to rest in peace knowing he wasn't the worst president ever.
Amen to that.
Amen
That's the
to
only
that.
thing that Biden ever accomplished that I appreciate because he's from Georgia.
The reason Obama, this is Rebel Boy, the reason Obama and his dude babe are fighting is Trump is going to take their money funds away.
Yeah, that's about the truth.
Dude babe.
Dude.
Amy Tatum, you said America was wrecked. Well, now she's at the repair shop.
Oh, now we go. How about that, Pat?
Okay.
Rebel Boy,
We're getting the oil changed.
Yeah.
New tires.
Rebel Boy says, let the other countries worry about the people in their country, and let's worry about the American people for once, Pat.
America first, Pat.
Pat, they're liberals, says Drew Vogel. There's no common sense involved with their decision making.
I'm with you on that.
Absolutely.
Pat, you can weigh in anytime you'd like to.
I'm trying to figure out what these people, what I've said that would prompt these comments because it doesn't sound like what I said.
Send Dukes a Hazard to Iraq. Maybe then they'll learn something.
Yeah, that's it.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Just
There
good
you
old
go.
boys.
Amy says, let Uncle Jesse handle them.
There you go. Boss Hog. That's who we had. We had Boss Hog.
Timothy Mangster. Hello, everyone from Central California. Alien head.
Oh, man. I hope your
He's
house
a
didn't get
believer,
burnt.
man.
Yeah.
Pat, the United States is one of a kind, says Drew. Everybody wants to come here, and there's no other country like the United States. Just can't compare.
Yeah, but they need to come here and be an American, man. They need to be an American.
I agree. When will the U.S. start putting our needs and the funds here locally where it is needed? Rebel, we got to get through these comments here. We're running out of time. Most of the wasting is Democrat ideas, for sure. For sure. They fatten their own pockets off the support grants. Yes, MAGA people was targeted. We was the bad people and terrorists. Remember, Jody Cox says, good morning from Virginia. Hey, Jody, thanks for listening in, man. Let's worry about the USA and the legal people in this nation. That's what we need to do for sure. And that's what Trump's plan is, to bag with other countries needing our tax money.
Well, just think about the money you could do with what they're sending over there. We could do with our veterans, man. I mean, honestly, would you not think?
Jason Lynn agrees with Pat. Pat's right. It'll increase. It will increase. That's how they cover their loss from our gain.
He's talking about our insurance. I don't know.
Okay, I got you.
I'd pay a little bit more to save a lot.
I'm trying to get through these here. Rebel Boys listening to us again. Nick Artis, why do we need an FBI when every state has an SBI?
Yeah, there you go.
And then
Come on in.
Department of Ag needs to be smaller and localized by states. And let's see here. Jason Lynn. Difference is state crime, federal crime as to which jurisdiction it falls under. GBI should be used more than FBI on items.
Hey, we got a wreck. They just reported a wreck that's in between Blairsville and Young Harris. So y'all be careful over in that area next to the bowling alley. So keep going, Pat.
I'm trying, brother.
What the
Man.
heck,
I'm trying.
man?
Running out of breath here. Jason Lynn says, back door of the gas station and $10 got me a 12-pack every time. Yep. Buckle up, everyone. With the sudden increase of comments, there's a great chance of the morning dish going to national syndication.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Y'all would be bigger than Howard Stern and a lot more entertaining.
Oh, wait a minute. Which one of us is going to be Howard Stern? It's got to be Pat. I don't look like
Oh, no. It's King Stephen. It's His Majesty Stephen the Great.
I don't want no liberals listening to my show.
Rebel
Even
Boy
the
wants a
great.
2-hour show. Jason Lynn, thank you for looking at issues from all angles, guys. I appreciate your perspectives and points. Rebel
Hey,
Boy,
wait a minute. You need to put Jason Lynn back up there. He's one of the
There he
people that makes sense.
okay. Well, we don't. If you agree with him, I disagree with him.
Yeah, right. I noticed how fast,
I like
how
you,
fast
Jason.
you went by his comments. Oh, we don't
If I
agree with
skipped
that.
over you, I'm sorry. We're running out of time just trying to get all these read here. Mini Marcus, in 2023, the government paid $20 billion to the NFL. Quit it. They need to fund themselves as well as the NBA.
Yeah, they're going broke. Bless their heart. They ain't making no money.
Property tax is theft. I agree with you, Marie.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay, I don't.
Ah,
Yeah, let's. Elon should slash benefits. All right, there's the music. I think. Never got why the government
we're out of
burns so
time.
much cash. Why does a vet need 3 homes subsidized by us? All right, whatever, man. Stephen Phillips in the morning dish. Cheers. Thank you for the truth. Seymour Cannabis.
There you go.
That's not me. That's not
the
me.
pot smokers believe in you.
Oh, they're all behind package. Yeah, that's it, man.
Uh-huh.
We can always tell because it's got capitals and little letters all
Hey
the way
guys,
through.
go hit subscribe on our channel there. Help us get to 1,000. We're almost there.
Hey, we appreciate y'all, man. It's been a lot of fun. Tomorrow we'll come up with something else, and we want to thank Daniel DeWello. He is was in the insurance business, and now he's on your side. So if you've had a car accident, give him a call.